When you're ready to perform maintenance or shut down at the end of the day, you want to put the machine into a safe position. You do this by parking the gantry, cutting power with the stop button, and turning off your control circuit. So before performing maintenance on your machine, you want to make sure the power source is off and also lock out, tag out. So before beginning maintenance, I would check the pressure on your regulator, make sure you're at 90 pounds, and we're good. Shut off your air. Release any water that's caught in your catch can by pulling down, twisting, and the reverse for putting back in. And then you'll want to check the level on your oiler. Make sure you're at or near your max fill line, and simply just pop it back in. And you'll also want to lock out and tag out your valve. So maintenance involves greasing the bearings. We have grease fittings in various spots. For example, here we have two sandwiching this pulley. Simply grab your grease gun, put it right in there, and give it 2 to 3 pumps every 3,000 cycles. So on the gate side pulley, it's being sandwiched by 2 bearings. You'll want to grease the fitting here and here. On the x-axis for the gantry, we have 4 series of bearings per side. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And on the opposing side will be the same exact setup. And these will also be greased every 3,000 cycles. On the gantry's vertical assembly, we have 2 bearings per side. The grease fittings are 1 down here and 1 on the top, and those will be also greased every 3,000 cycles. The gantry's rotate has 2 bearings, 1 here and here. Those will also be greased every 3,000 cycles. On the vertical assembly, we also have 4 bearings here, 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 and here that will be needing grease every 3,000 cycles. On the table's roller drive, we have 3 bearings connected to the same shaft, and you'll want to grease the one here, one in the center, and one on the opposing side every 3,000 cycles. On the gantry's rotating gear drive system, we have fittings here and here. Will also need to be greased every 3,000 cycles. So on the x-axis drive system, we have a grease fitting here behind the pulley, 1 in the center, and 1 on the opposite side. On the vertical assembly's pulley drive system, we have 5 Zerk fittings altogether. 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 in the center here, and our last one right here. And those will need maintenance every 3,000 cycles. The belts that feed the door towards the fence are on a pulley system, which also have grease fittings, 1 per side, and those will also need grease every 3,000 cycles. After all your bearings are greased, you'll want to check your photo eyes, make sure that they're still tight, and blow them off every 3,000 cycles. For the sensors on our vertical axis, which will be named Z in the electrical print, we have our home eye, which will tell the machine that it's home. And we also have our limit eye, which will prevent the gantry from crashing. Here we have our x-axis sensors. This will be your forward limit, reverse limit to prevent any crashing, and this will be your home to tell the machine that it's home. Since the gantry rotates, on the very top of it, you'll notice there's 2 eyes. This is your counterclockwise rotating, and on the corresponding side will be your clockwise rotating. If you're standing at the operator position, Your right hand side series of eyes will be your outfeed, and on the opposing side is his mate, which will prevent the gantry from coming over if it sees a door on the table. In the middle of the table, we have your in-machine eyes, one here and on the opposing side, which will also tell the gantry that there's a door there and it won't come over. Here we have your at-fence eye, which tells the machine that there's a door up against the fence. On the left-hand side of the operator's position, we have our in-feed eyes, which also tells the gantry that there's a door on the table and it shouldn't come over. On the very far right of the operator's position, we have our outside limit eyes, here and here, which will stop the door until ready to go.